Hi Fenville families, it's Mrs. DeRue again, back to read some more Hank Zipzer. We haven't read in a while, so let's kind of think about what happened last time we read. Last time we read, I remember. Hank and Frankie and Ashley were all excited because they get to be the Magic 3 and do a magic act for Papa Pete's Bowling Club, right? And they came up with the name Magic 3. And when they got home, Hank's parents weren't so sure they really liked it, the idea of him doing it. And we got to meet Hank's sister Emily and her chameleon, Catherine. Hank doesn't really like Catherine very much. So Hank's parents said that he couldn't go to a meeting unless he had part of his homework done, because that takes a long time for him to do. So let's find out. We're on chapter 7, page 52. It says, I love my room and I hate my room. My bunk bed can be turned into a fort. All I have to do is tuck the blankets under the top mattress and I let them hang down to the floor. I sleep on the bottom bunk and my desk is directly across from the window. Everything is where I want it to be. My clock radio is by my bed. My CD player is portable so I can move to where I need it. Inside my closet, I have a secret panel where my old cigar box holds that most important items on earth. If you had a secret box, what would you put in it? What are your most important items on earth? These are Hank's. There's a dollar bill that Mom gave me for helping to clean up our dog's poop. A red star that my first grade teacher gave me for telling the best story. My very first Hot Wheel car, a silver Ferrari F50 convertible that I named Shiny. A bunch of baseball cards that will be very valuable someday. And that's pretty much it. Those are the things I love about my room. Ugh. What I hate about my room is that's where homework calls me day and night like a monster. Finish me, pick up your pencil. I sat down at my desk and took out a piece of lined paper. Let's not forget that I'm allergic to lined paper, but I was determined to concentrate and get some of my essay done. Cheerio ran into my room. Who's Cheerio again? Oh, that's right, Hank's dog. He started to spin around in a circle. Now, let me ask you this. How can a guy concentrate when his dog spends most of his waking hours chasing his tail? Cheerio, who is a very long dash hound, has been trying to catch his tail since he was a puppy. That's how he got his name. He's beigeish brownish, so is a Cheerio. He looks like a circle, so does a Cheerio. And sometimes he spills milk on himself, and then he looks like a bowl of Cheerios. Pretty good name. Watching Cheerio spin is like watching clothes twirling around in the in the dryer. It's boring. And you try to look away, but somehow you're just sucked in. I was finally able to unhook my eyes from Cheerio and look at my desk. The lined paper stared up at me. My pencil was sharpened and ready, so why couldn't I just pick it up and write something, anything? The piece of paper seemed like it was spinning around the desk top, like my dog. I pushed my hand straight out to stop it. My thoughts were spinning. Niagara Falls. I wrote that down. At last, something was coming. My family is in raincoats and boots and rain hats. We had to rent them. I wrote that down too. All of a sudden, I looked down and saw that my desk drawer was open a crack. My hand just shot down and pulled it open even farther. Boy, was it a mess! How did that happen? I felt this powerful need to straighten up everything in my drawer. My broken watch collection was all over the place. My special marbles had rolled all the way to the back. I took some Scotch tape and taped the marbles down. I was on fire. Then I noticed that the ballpoint pens had somehow gotten into the pencil part of the divider. I couldn't have that now, could I? Hank Zipzer, are you writing your essay? My mother called from outside my door. I slammed the drawer shut and picked up my pencil. You bet, Mom. How do moms know everything? I looked down at the paper. I squinted my eyes and saw a sentence and a half. That's all I had written. I looked at my clock radio. We had a 7 o'clock meeting in our clubhouse down in the basement. How was I going to make it? I'd never get out of my room. Oh, I I hated my room. I hated my assignment. I hated my brain. Why couldn't I think or write or spell, add or divide? Forget about multiplying. It's not like I don't try. I do. I go over and over and over my times tables and my vocabulary lists. My sister tests me and I know everything. But then it comes to the test and I can't remember them. It's like my mind is a chalkboard and the words just slide off it in the time it takes to walk from my apartment building to school, which is only a block and a half away. It makes me so mad that sometimes I hit my head with my fist, hoping I'd start everything working again. The piece of paper was still in front of me, still pretty much empty. I picked up my pencil and reread my sentence in a half. Great. I spelled Niagara wrong. Erasing was a trick. My eraser ripped the paper into shreds. As I moved it over the sheet of notebook paper, a hole started to appear. Small at first, and then it grew. It finally got so big I could see the desktop through it. I wadded up the sheet of paper and tossed it. It hit the rim of my wastepaper basket. Mom and Dad gave it to me for my birthday last year, and they put family pictures all around the outside under plastic. Start again, Hank, I told myself. Think. Niagara Falls, or does it? By Hank Zipzer. That's the same title as this. I wondered if the title could be considered a paragraph. Probably not. Chapter 8. Man, are you late? Frankie said, a little bit angry. It's 7:30. Yeah, we thought you weren't coming, Ashley piped in. Hey, I didn't think I was coming, I snapped back. Parent problems. I happen to know that your mom isn't even home, said Frankie. I know that because she's upside down in my living room. Why would she be upside down? Oh, that's right. Frankie's mom does yoga. Yeah, my dad went to yoga class tonight too, said Ashley. He said he needed to de-stress. I'd be stressed too if I had to look at pictures of people's disgusting insides all day. Remember, he's a doctor. We got to get my dad to go to yoga, I said. He could definitely use some de-stressing. He wouldn't even let me come here tonight until I wrote a paragraph of my essay. Did you get one? Asked Ashley. Yeah, I wrote a paragraph. Great, said Ashley, throwing an arm around me. Yeah, then I erased it. Not so great. Ashley looked worried. I assume you didn't mention the erasing part to silent Stan, said Frankie. Yeah, he didn't ask. I didn't tell. I don't lie to my parents, but I have to confess there are times when I don't spill everything. I think you know what I mean. I fell backwards onto one of the sofas that lined the walls of our clubhouse. Cheerio, who had come with me, started to sniff the place out. He always sniffs around like he's going to find something new. He never does. But as long as he doesn't lift his leg, I figure he can do whatever he wants. Our clubhouse is in the basement of our apartment building. When you get off the elevator, you start smelling soap suds because the laundry room is to the right. But if you turn to the left, there are 3 rooms with padlocks on them, filled with stuff everyone who lives in the building doesn't want. Old chairs and sofas and bird cages, suitcases of every size, boxes of books and food magazines, and a lot of parent kind of stuff. One of the rooms doesn't have a lock on it, so we use it as our hideout. It's a perfect meeting spot. Well, almost perfect. It would be totally perfect if Robert didn't know about it. Who's Robert? Remember? The 3rd grader? Robert Upchurch. He knows everything. Ashley and Frankie had already made a list of the tricks Frankie was going to do for Papa Pete's show. It said, 1. Take nickels from nose. 2. Transform one scarf into many scarves. 3. Make thumb disappear. 4. Pull live furry things from a hat. Numbers 1 through 3 are no-brainers, Frankie said, but number 4 isn't going to happen. We better face it right now. But I promised Papa Pete, said Ashley. I shook on it. Fine, said Frankie. Then you've got to find me something live and furry. How about Robert, I suggested. No, said Frankie. His mother would freak out if we try to stuff him in a hat. Cheerio got tired of sniffing and started to chase his tail. Cheerio's at it again, Ashley said. Doesn't he ever get dizzy? I looked at Cheerio twirling around like a top. A flash of inspiration hit me. Cheerio! He was small, he was furry, he was alive. Members of Magic 3, I said as I sprang off the sofa. I have the answer. We're pulling Cheerio out of that hat. When he heard his name, Cheerio stopped spinning for a minute and looked me right in the eye, and then he started spinning again. Frankie put his hand on his forehead like he had a bad headache. Oh, he does that inside a hat, and I'm telling you right now, he'll burn a hole right in the fabric. Cheerio can be calm, I said. He'll cooperate. Right, and my name is Bernice, said Frankie. By the way, here's another question, guys. What top hat have you ever seen that a dog would fit in? He's our best choice, Frankie. He's also our only choice, Ashley said, so we'll just have to figure out a way. She pushed her glasses up on her nose and folded her arms in a way that meant business. Ashley can be tough when she wants to be. I think we can build a hat big enough to hold Cheerio, I suggested. There's stuff all over here that we can use. Yeah? Like what? Frankie asked. I looked around. On the shelf above the door, I saw a big round hat box kind of thing. We pulled it down and took off the top and put Cheerio inside. He fit perfectly. Great, we'll use this, I said. We'll cover it in black felt. Like we happen to have a big pile of felt laying around, Frankie said. I know where they sell felt. I had just seen some the week before at the 99-cent store. It was in the school supply section. It's still not going to look like a hat, said Frankie. Then we'll get some cardboard and make a brim, I answered. Ooh, that sounds kind of hard, said Ashley. How will we get the brim to stick on? Trust me, I said. I'm a genius with super glue. Okay, genius, said Frankie. Tell me how you're going to keep your nutcase dog inside the hat until it's time to pull him out. I'll build a pocket inside and put some biscuits in there to keep Cheerio calm. By now, Frankie and Ashley were pretty impressed with my ideas, and I have to admit, I was too. We can even put the whole hat on wheels, I said. I don't know where that hat idea came from. It just popped into my mind. 1 second, there was nothing in my head, and the next second, there was a hat on wheels. It was amazing. Hank, you are covered in creativity, Ashley said. Yeah, you're the second person today who used that word, I said to her. Miss Adolph told me she was looking forward to seeing me use my creativity in my essay. Then it struck me. Creativity. It was the answer to all my problems. Creativity solved our hat problem, and creativity was going to get me through Miss Adolph's essay. And not just get me through either. My creativity was going to get me the best grade of my life. Any predictions about what he's going to do? Oh, I can't wait to find out. Let everyone else write their stupid 5 paragraphs, not me. Right then and there, I decided I was going to build my essay, and I'd bring Niagara Falls into the classroom, water and all. I could see it in my mind, just like I saw the big hat for Cheerio. I'd build a living model of Niagara Falls with cliffs and waterfalls and even a boat. Everyone would know firsthand what I did on my summer vacation. Principal Love would hear about how great it was and come to our classroom just to see it. He'd call my dad and say what a great job I did. Papa Pete always says, there are many roads to Rome. I used to think he was talking about traffic in Italy, but now it made sense to me. What he meant was, if you can't get there one way, take another way. So Hank has a hard time with writing, so he's going to get creative and come up with his own assignment. Like if you can't pull a rabbit out of a hat, pull a dachshund out. If you can't write about Niagara Falls, just build it. My brain was on fire, and it felt good. That's all for today, guys. Can't wait to find out what our trivia questions are tomorrow. See you.